So here's a quick look at what's happening, what's next in our next weather forecast. So this high pressure system is still overhead. Dangerously hot weather continues, and it's still going to be a little cooler near the coast. During this time, high pressure could spin in some of this monsoonal moisture, and that could trigger isolated thunderstorms and showers over the afternoon over the mountains. And then we're looking at elevated fire concerns because of the hot temperatures and also the breezy afternoon and early evening winds. But it's not just us dealing with the heat. Take a look. We have these advisories and warnings all lit up because of this high pressure system and just how much space it is covering right now. And it goes all the way from the south, stretching all the way to us here on the west coast. Now I'm going to zoom in and show you our excessive heat warning continues through tomorrow night. Everything in hot pink here, and that just means that we're looking at these temperatures once again pretty hot, just like over the weekend. And then we have the heat advisories over the valleys and also the Rancho Palos Verdes area. But believe it or not, we do have that marine influence, foggy near the coast because of that shallow marine influence and the sea breeze. Remember, the ocean waters are still a little bit cooler while the land heats up a little faster than the water, so it is hot once you get away from the coast. And then we're also looking at the winds picking up from the west, just a little bit light, about 8 miles per hour. So again, we do have a little bit of that monsoonal moisture that's off the coast. It did trigger some showers, but really no lightning strikes from this system. But it is also kicking in just a little bit more of the high clouds overhead, especially inland. So squeeze in your exercise early, or do it earlier in the evening, or later in the evening, that is. So the Inland Empire, you're going to fare out pretty well until later in the morning, where you really start to heat up, and then the heat gets a little bit hotter and hotter as we head into the rest of the day. All right, so here's a quick look at LA and Orange County, mid to upper 80s, and then we do have the 90s returning on Friday. So what's happening starting tomorrow is that high pressure system starts to drift just a little bit more to the southeast. That's going to drop temperatures down by 2 to 5 degrees. It may not feel like much, but that makes the valleys go from triple digits to the upper 90s, and then the triple digits return on Thursday and Friday because high pressure starts to swing back toward us. So that little move is going to bring some relief, and then it comes back to us by the end of the week into the weekend. Beaches mid 70s, and then you can see toward the end of the week looking at temperatures closer to 80s, in fact 80s by Sunday. High desert communities will have 104, 103 tomorrow, and then by the end of the week, as high pressure starts to move back in, 107, 106 returning. Mountain communities, there is that small chance for that monsoon moisture to trigger those isolated afternoon thunderstorms. Upper 80s today, upper 80s tomorrow through Thursday, and then as high pressure starts to move back closer to us here, we're looking at 90s by the time we head into Friday. So really not a lot of day-to-day changes. It's still going to be hot anyway you look at it, but some places will be hotter than others. It all depends on the day.